Misty Null, the wife of former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Null, turned herself into the Scott County Detention Center and will now stay there until her first court appearance next week. She's facing 5 counts of theft and 5 counts of tax evasion. Our Travis Breeze and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie were there as Misty Null was taken into custody Thursday, confronting both her and her husband about these allegations.
Misty Null will be held at the Scott County Jail until at least Monday, when she will return to the Clark County Courthouse for her initial court appearance. At that time, she will also appear alongside her husband Jamie, as they were both named co-defendants in these 10 new charges that were first filed on Wednesday. Misty and Jamie both arrived at the Clark County Courthouse at 9:45 a.m. Thursday. They wanted to make it clear that Misty was voluntarily turning herself in. We spotted Misty as she was walking from an attorney's conference room into sheriff's custody and tried to ask her how deeply she's connected to this ongoing investigation. Misty, do you have anything to say about what you knew about this throughout the last 6 years? Did you benefit from what your husband may have done as much as he did? Misty is being represented by Bart McMone. He said she will plead not guilty and wouldn't give any other comment until the initial appearance. In the affidavit that was made public Thursday afternoon, Misty is accused of filing a false tax return or making a false statement on her taxes every year from 2018 to 2022. The state also detailed 5 instances where she knowingly or intentionally took unauthorized control of Utica Township Volunteer Firefighters Association property. State police said they were taking Misty Null to the Scott County Jail the same way they held Jamie Null there when he was arrested, because Jamie Null has such deep connections to the people at the Clark County Jail. In Jeffersonville, Travis Breeze, WHAS11 on your side.
Indiana State Police also announced 10 more charges for Jamie Null, including theft and tax evasion. That's on top of the 15 he's already facing. According to court records, investigators say the Knolls failed to report certain income on their taxes. They're also accused of charging more than $660,000 over 5 years to credit cards linked to the Utica Township Volunteer Firefighter Association. Investigators say all of those charges were for personal items or services, and the Knolls did not make any payments. Jamie Null remains out of jail on bond.
Let God's live. Stop the occupation.
These are the moments before police arrested 15 people who blocked traffic during an early morning protest today outside Louisville Arms Manufacturers in the Southland Park neighborhood. Members of the Louisville Ceasefire Coalition are protesting the ongoing Israeli assault on Gaza and the part played by the U.S. More than 26,000 people have been killed, 65,000 wounded in this war. Protesters were asked to leave the streets outside the Raytheon RTX and BAE systems, but few complied. We were there as LMPD gave multiple warnings to disperse. The 15 who did not are now charged with trespassing. While campaigning for governor last November, former Attorney General Daniel Cameron promised to put Kentucky State Police Post in Louisville. Now 2 Republican lawmakers are trying to do that. Republicans Jared Bowman and Kevin Bratcher, both from Louisville, filed that bill Thursday. Cameron said it was a way to combat rising crime numbers in the city. Governor Andy Beshear opposes the idea, saying state police resources are already stretched thin and a post in Louisville would take troopers away from remote areas that need them. The bill is now waiting to be assigned to a committee. Kentucky House Republicans passed a proposed budget in their chamber after more than 3 hours of debate. Much of the discussion focused on education. That budget bill raises funding for schools, but leaves out 2 of Governor Andy Beshear's top priorities: guaranteed pay raises for teachers and universal pre-K. The GOP bill provides more than $1.3 billion in funding increases to public schools, but it puts the responsibility on school districts for those teacher raises. House Democrats argue the bill comes up short for teachers at a time of massive state budget reserves.
We have a teacher shortage that affects all of our kids. And we're sitting on money, a lot of money, billions of dollars of money that could help.
Our friends on the other side that have been talking all day have no idea on how to operate a responsible budget. They just say spend, 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 spend. And that's dumb, 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 dumb.
That House bill would also cover 80% of the cost to transport students to and from school in the first year. In the second year of that budget, the state would cover 100% of the cost. The budget now goes to the Senate. A bill aimed at saving Kentucky adults from kidnappings is making headway in Frankfort. Louisville Senator David Yates is the lawmaker behind the Ashanti alert system. Right now, Senator Yates said there's a hole in the state's alert systems where someone does not qualify for an Amber Alert if they're older than 17. But if they're younger than 64, they don't qualify for a Silver Alert either. Ashanti alerts would be for those between that age range who are in immediate danger from a suspected kidnapping or abduction. Yates said LMPD officer Megan Mosley first brought up this concern working in the domestic violence unit, saying when a victim she works with went missing, there was no way for her to get that information out.
I could have potentially saved so much time and probably recovered her faster. And my thought process was, I'm not willing to wait for the next one that potentially could end up injured worse or potentially dead as well. So that's why we're here today.
That bill unanimously passed the Senate and Veteran Military Affairs Committee. Kentucky is one of 20 states without this system. New computer system updates are causing delays at the county clerk's offices across Kentucky. The state is in the process of rolling out a new automated vehicle information system, which is used for things like registration renewals. Well, that typically was a 10-minute process, now taking hours as clerks work through various issues. Jefferson County Clerk Bobby Holzclaw said she cannot do anything locally to solve this problem, so people should plan for those long lines for now.
And I can only hope that when they get done, it'll be much easier with the transactions than they were in the past. But that's something only time is going to tell.
The Jefferson County Clerk has lobby cameras for each branch. That's a good thing, so you can check on those lines before you go. We've got those links in this story on WHAS11.com.